It's a one-hopper up the middle. Moore charges in on it, throws it home, and Goldschmidt is out.
What a play. Under control. By the way, he's been in the big leagues for about 2 seconds. What a play in Yankee Stadium. What a play. No panic whatsoever.
And Ryan Pepiot on the hill.
Well, in making his 15th start of the season, does not have the record that he should. That ERA at 3.31. He is on a nice little run here, really, over the last 2 months.
And he got him. Fastball out there. And that's out number 1.
I'll tell you, that four-seam fastball, that is something that we have seen. It was a great pitch for Pepiot a season ago. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, going way up, and so has the effectiveness.
Here's the line drive, going to be caught at second by Lau. Go to first. They got him. They wind up getting Holiday eventually on the line drive off the bat of Henderson. It's a 4-3 double play. And Lau, a quick unload, will go to the bottom of the first. No score. Team uses.
You know what I want to know? I want to know, who did Ryan not talk to? That's what I'm interested in. Who didn't make himself available to Rhino?
Well, he's very loquacious.
He is.
And also their speed, the ability to handle the bat. There's a wave and miss. Urias out on strikes. 2 in the inning, and the Rays lead 1-0.
And so that fastball leading the way just kind of gets him into a good spot.
And how about that?
Yeah.
Double up on the change and had him way out in front. And that is strike 3. Came back with 96 right there. And a ground ball second. Well, Caballero over to first, and he gets the double play ball. Boy, what a big double play right there. Urias is a big hitter right here. And he is out on strikes. That four-seamer up and in. And boy, that's been a big pitch for him.
That young lady out there in the stands had the kind of headsets that I'm wearing. I should say headset. Lead singer for Iron Maiden, and he flew their jet from gig to gig.
Wow.
How about that?
Well, there's a strikeout of Carlson, and it's 5-1.
Rays always taking advantage of market inefficiencies and starters going deep. That's allowed then the Rays bullpen to throw the fewest amount of innings in the league.
Ground ball left side, down to second 1, first base 2. How about that? The Rays pulled the double play around the horn. 5-4-3, started by Caballero down there in third. And a wave and miss, and boy, the changeup. That Kaiser way out in front. He struck him out 3 times, and that changeup has been just a big part of that.
Changeup. See what he comes back.
And he got him. Wave and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 11 on the night. 3 up, 3 down. 7-1 Rays, and a great job by Ryan Pepiot.
Williamson, a long run for this. Wow! Ben Williamson reaching back behind his cape to make the catch.
And to cover a lot of ground. He essentially got to full speed, so you can kind of see him put everything he had into this. Couldn't quite slow down. You could see him have to reach back over his back to get it. Overran it. An unbelievable play on that ball.
Incredible. Lucas Giolito coming off a fine effort. The Red Sox have an ERA of 1.05 during this 5-game winning streak. 0-2. Hammer to short, might be 2. Story to Hamilton 1, and a double play. That was room service for the Red Sox. Just like that, 2 gone. 3-2, a cut and a miss to strike him out. With a good changeup of his, he gets his first K. He struck him out. Good stuff tonight. Strikes out 2 in the inning and gets him in order. Got him. Well, you nailed it on that four-seamer. And he struck him out. That's a huge out for Giolito.
Take advantage of that aggressive swing and get above that barrel. That was perfectly executed.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down.
That's a filthy sequence right there, right? The fastball's up early. He buries the breaking ball. In the mind of the hitter, you're thinking, here comes the fastball again. It looks just like it out of the hand, and look at that thing disappear down and in. That was a great pitch.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and he gets out of that. He leaves him loaded with 3 consecutive strikeouts.
An 0-2 breaking ball about 57 feet. Kyle Raleigh couldn't hold back on that. To your point, a Houdini act.
2-2 and struck him out. Slider to fan Arozarena.
Perfect spot for that one. Tight spin. Almost you can see a dot on the baseball. Just a straight downer right below the zone. That's right where he wanted it.
Might be the best pitch he's thrown tonight. 2 and in there for strike 3. He took it. And Williamson will take a seat, 2 down.
The carry on this four-seamer to a hitter in their eyes with a good four-seamer like that, you see the angle of it, you think that is going to be well below the zone, and it flattens out and just catches that bottom of the zone. That's a perfect pitch.
And he does. Struck him out. 94 with that baby. He gets him 1-2-3 again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Number 9 for Lucas. He gets that man Crawford for the second time.
And here's the thing, we talk about the fastball command. His misses have just been so much smaller. They're not easy takes for hitters.
He'll wave and miss for strike 3.
That's filthy.
And that's 10 punch outs for Giolito.
The fastball has been so good for him up in the zone, and goes to the changeup against J-Rod right there, down below, not even close to the zone, and gets the chase.
Another big spot here for Spence with traffic and 2 outs. Chopped. Muncy will field it fair. Muncy jump throw, and Jose Altuve's out. Flashing the leather.
Go to work, Max Muncy. You got to make a move quickly. Little backhand stab headed into his own dugout. Jump throw a la Jeter.
1-1 right now as we go to the bottom of the 9th, and base streak continuing for Rooker too, and putting him in a position for Nick Kurtz right here.
Oh!
Kurtz! Good night! Crush that baseball and ends in walk-off fashion!
A no-doubter up on the berm and right. And they're mobbing the rookie Kurtz at home plate. Breaky ball, this was a hanger belt high. And he did not miss it. 447 feet.
A bomb off the bat of Nick Kurtz.
Bo doubled before Guerrero singled him in the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. We are tied. Big fly for Bo Bichette. And with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, we got a new ball game in downtown Toronto.
That's why you want your best hitters at the top of the order. Right on cue. The lineup turns over. It's Bo Bichette against the closer for the Diamondbacks. And he ties it up with 1 swing. It's always the challenge when you throw the same sided changeup or a split. A lefty to a lefty or a righty to a righty. If it comes down and in, and the hitter's out front because you're 97 with your other pitch, your fastball, square it up.
Swing and a high drive, right field, way back. The Blue Jays win the game. Addison Barger, the hero tonight for Toronto, as the Blue Jays go back-to-back to walk off the Diamondbacks at home.
Vladdy drove in 3 tonight, but the big swings come late. It's Bo Bichette and Addison Barger back-to-back for the comeback kids. Go ahead run at first, and now the cleanup man, Pete Alonso. First pitch to right field, and deep. Acuna at the wall. He reaches up to grab it. A throw to first, and they're going to get the double play. Soto didn't know where the ball was.
He didn't know what the call was. The umpire was really late making the call.
He caught that clean.
Yeah,
There's no question.
I was going to say that. I know you're looking for the umpire there, but if you're Soto, you are right there looking at that. You got to know he caught that.
Yeah. Braves were down 4-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna tied it. Now a chance to win it. And that's going to do it. Riley to deep center. It's caught, but it will not matter. Williams comes home, and the Braves walk off the Mets. This could be the type of ball game that turns things in the right direction.
Man, you talked about it, Glad. You got to see that ball up in that situation. Great job by Austin. You don't want to get too deep in a count. No, all you need is a fly ball. And
he was almost out of this game in the 2nd inning, and he realized the last thing the Sox need is for him to leave this game early and then turn it over to the bullpen and try for them to get all the outs in the game.
Taylor backing up in right field, continues to drift and leaps at the wall. Oh, what a catch! Michael Taylor at the wall brings it back.
And you can see the effect of the wind. It just keeps on going, and Michael, who fortunately is a fairly tall guy, he keeps it in the ballpark.
Line towards left center field. Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, baby! What a catch! Unbelievable! Look where he finishes up. He's in straightaway left field. As spectacular a play as you will see.
Could be a game saver. You never know. Strang's going to end up at least on second base. And out of nowhere comes PCA. And the night where we've seen a number of outstanding defensive plays, that one moves to the head of the class.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Forget it. Off the scoreboard. Oh, he crushed it. Pete Crow Armstrong, number 19. It's the PCA show.
Just incredible. The play in the outfield and then that swing of the bat. 452 feet.
It's Brian Woo's turn in the rotation, making his 14th start. He has gone at least 6 innings every start so far this year.
Now, this has been the toughest stretch for him. The last 4 going 0-3 with a 5.11 ERA.
The 0-2. And he got him swinging upstairs. First punch out tonight for Brian Woo. Caps a scoreless first inning. Swing and a miss. He takes care of Story on 3 pitches. The strikeouts have been a problem for the veteran shortstop this year.
It really has. You see Brian Woo starting to find a little bit of rhythm here in the second inning. Back and forth early, trying to find that strike zone.
As he whiffs on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Third strikeout for Brian Woo, who has gone through the order for the first time now.
I've seen the effect on both these fastballs. A couple of ground balls on that sinker, and then this. And that's when Brian Woo is living in that spot right there, good things happen.
Weak tapper. Bare hand. Woo on first. This is a team that strikes out quite a bit, among the most in baseball. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. 4th strikeout for Woo.
That's the changeup down and away. Pitch can be such a weapon to lefties when he gets to that part of the strike zone.
Saws him off. A slow ground ball. Bare hand play. J.P. Crawford all kinds of time. 11 in a row set down by Brian Woo with a little bit of help from that Gold Glover behind him.
And Brian Woo is rolling. He's retired 11 in a row. The Red Sox go quietly in the 4th. Mariners leading 5-0 over Boston.
Look at that heater.
He strikes him out. 2 away. His 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He dots him up, down and in. Dominant stuff once again tonight for Brian Woo. 6 scoreless. He has set down 17 of the last 19 Red Sox hitters. Tellez. Down to Crawford. Rowdy back to first base and a double play. That wipes away that leadoff walk. Suddenly 2 away.
I mean, Brian Woo, there's only been a couple times where he's barely broken a sweat. Again, that walk here in the 7th inning. Long at bat to Narvaez. 1 pitch later, ground ball. It's his 7th ground ball of the day. And you saw that stat there, 14 straight, 6+. When you think about all the injuries, and Brian Woo's been that one guy who, through all of that, going 6+ pretty much every 5th day. It's pretty unbelievable.
On the ground, over to J.P. Crawford, circles around it. What else can you say about Brian Woo? Nearly no hit stuff tonight from inside T-Mobile Park. Just 1 single hit and 7 scoreless hung tonight against the Red Sox.
This ball is lined toward left center field. Doyle on the move. Doyle lays out and makes a catch. Gold Glove defense on display by the 2-time winner of that award. What a play in his hometown. Brenton Doyle takes a double away from K-Bear Ruiz.
Everything about this play, it starts with the route. He's so efficient with this route. He goes directly to the baseball. He trusts himself. He knows he's not going to get run into.
And just like that, the Rays have 2 on and none out for Christopher Morel. Swinging a ball hit hard and fair. Base hit down toward the left field corner will get the Rays on the board. Meade rounds third. He comes in to score. Caminero 2 third and Morel a stand-up double. Well, there begins the comeback. The Rays have won. Still nobody out in the 3rd inning, down 8-1.
And it will get Jake Mangum up there to hit from the right side. We've got to chip away at this. 2 men in scoring position. Another opportunity. And a ground ball base hit through the hole. Here comes Caminero in to score. They're going to send Morel to the plate. He will score without a play. Mangum comes through, driving in 2.
And the Rays benefit, runner at third now.
Ground ball and a base hit through the hole. And the Rays pick up another run to make it 8-4. And a high fly ball back into right. That's got some carry. Laureano to the wall. He's going to leap. That's off the wall. Here comes Caballero to score. Walls headed to third. In standing with a triple. And it's an 8-5 ball game. And a ground ball base hit into right. Here comes Walls in to score. Yandy Diaz drives in the run. And now the Rays have trimmed the deficit to only 2. Brandon Lau in there to pinch hit. And a high shot deep to right. This baby's gonna go. It's a tie ball game. On a 3-2 pitch, Brandon Lau finishes the job, and the Rays have come all the way back from 8 runs down to tie it 8-8. In many ways unbelievable, but having watched it, it's not so unbelievable. And the Rays have just tied this game at 8. 2 men on with 2 men out for Caminero. And up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. Here comes Yandy Diaz to throw over the head of the catcher, and the Rays take the lead. It's a 9-8 ball game as Yandy Diaz scores on the Caminero base hit.
And then Junior, another run-driven.
Hey, ground ball into right. Here comes Lau around third. He's going to score standing, and the Rays tack on another run to make it 10-8 as Josh Lowe comes through. How about that? Wow. So now 2 men in scoring position. And a line drive base hit into center. Camanero's going to score. Josh Lowe heads to the plate. 2 more runs crossing that plate as Aranda comes up with a 2-out single. And boy, with 2 outs, the Rays, with a walk and 4 hits, have made it a 12-8 ball game.
And instead of Kike Hernandez, it's Will Smith. .330, second in the National League. And again, San Diego this year at his best. 8 out of 16 with a couple home runs. On an 0-1 from Suarez. Turns on it, down the line. Foul. This guy.
This one's way in on the hands. Again, he pulls those arms in, hands close to the body, and just hits it foul down the left field line.
Sends one the other way this time, back towards the wall. It is gone. Will Smith ends the night. A pinch hit home run.
I'm sorry if I said last night was the best at-bat of the year that I've seen. We go to right field, we go to left field, and then we're going deep to right center, sending everybody home happy.
The Prince. Crown him. Walk-off home run. Dodgers a 5th consecutive win.
James Wood, high in the air, deep center. Stretch ball. Going back. Hilliard. The losing streak. See you later. Bob, we get to light it up. Another ball, 110 from James Wood, his first. And you felt like it was going to come down to the big man to end this streak. Face the franchise moment. Yes, sir.
For Juan Soto, sitting on 999 career hits. Here's the 2-2 to Soto. Rip to the right side, base hit going into right field. Juan Soto collects hit number 1,000 for his major league career. A base hit off of Spencer Strider. Not 2-out hit for Soto, who points to the Braves and said, can we please get that baseball? Mike Sarbaugh, third base coach, got it from Austin Riley. Turns and flips it into the Met dugout. So congratulations to Juan Soto.
Here's the pitch. Nick Kurtz destroys another baseball. Home run hero here in Sacramento.
This kid is unbelievable.
6-4 victory as the Athletics beat the Astros. Walk-off fashion once again. Both their wins compliments of Nick Kurtz.
Oh, out. Oh my goodness, he caught it. Wow.
Full backflip. 104.7, no problem for Matthew Boyd. Into your living room. Look out. What a play. He can pitch, he can hit. Dad loves it.
Over Mason this year, 243 is the batting average compared to 164 from righties. Into center, Denzel Clark will lay out. Denzel with another catch. Denzel Clark poster giveaway night. Of course he had to have one.
You thought not? I mean, this is just ridiculous. And what you see with Denzel is he's not leaping up in the air after the ball. It's just a direct shot right to it. Incredible.
Liner. Oh, how about that? Riley diving right into the bag for a double play.
Hard line drive. You couldn't draw it up any better than that for Austin Riley as he goes full extension and pretty much just lands right on the bag.
Roller past the mound. Lindor charging bare hands. Throws and he got Castellanos. What a good play by Francisco Lindor.
Can we get this man to the All-Star game in the Mets uniform? I mean, how valuable is he? That's the only play he had. And Castellanos was busting out of the box, smelling a base hit, bare hands that throw, and puts enough throw right over the bag. I love that baseball play right there.
One out, runner at third for Yelich. Yelich on the first pitch, a base hit to the opposite field. In to score is Churio. Yelich wasting no time. It's 3-0 Brewers. On an RBI single by Christian Yelich. Bases loaded, one away. 2-2 the count. And that is down the line fair. Everybody runs. In to score Ortiz. Frelick right behind him. Churio right behind him. It's a 3 RBI double for Christian Yelich. And the Brewers open it up here in the 7th. 8-0 Milwaukee. Incredible last 2 innings for the Brewers offensively. Runners will take off early again. There they go. Yelich, a drive. Center field. Christian Yelich bangs one off the top of the wall. 3 more runs are going to score. And Yelich is into second with a double. He hit it to the wrong part of the ballpark. If it's 5 feet to the left, it's a grand slam. But he'll take it. 7 RBIs for Christian Yelich tonight. Dent. Yelich a base hit. Churio's going to be sent home. And Yelich with 8 runs batted in. It is a new record for Yelich. 8 RBIs. His most productive night in his career.
Jacob Mizorowski, 23 years old, 6'7". As you said, second start is at a Crowder College.
And the Miz with a strikeout. It's a big curveball by Mizorowski. Oh, he tied him up.
And that was filthy. My goodness. 0-2 pitch. Wallner takes a called third strike. Fastball at 101. It nailed the inside edge. And Wallner could do nothing but just freeze.
There's a line shot right to Durbin.
Jacob Mizorowski, 12 up and 12 down through 4 innings.
And down he goes at 101. We are witnessing something special here in this kid. That's a liner into left field, and right there is Collins. A sliding catch. And the Brewers flash a little leather. The closest the Twins have come to a hit. Collins able to snag it for the second out.
He's made several good catches out and left. Just solid defender. And Jacob likes it.
Another payoff coming. And he strikes him out on 101.
101 down and in, and Mizorowski is perfect through 5.
And he goes. That's a strikeout. The Miz picks up strikeout number 6. Payoff comes. High fly ball deep into left center field. Back is Collins. He's got it for the out.
And the inning is over. That ball had a good flight path from Christian Vasquez, but it died right in front of the Brewers bullpen. And Jacob Misiorowski is perfect through 6.
Jacob Misiorowski back to the mound as we go to the 7th inning. He has retired 18 straight to start this game. And there's a walk on 4 pitches. High fly ball down the right field line. Wynn's got a hold of it, and it's keeping it fair. And it is up and out of here. Matt Wallner, the first hit of the game. But that is one incredible start to a career for Jacob Misiorowski. Listen to this crowd as he walks off the mound.
Suarez in the air to left. Is this number 300? And yes, it is. We know it's Gino. 300 career home runs for Eugenio Suarez, the 12th active major leaguer to get to 300 homers. Congratulations, Gino. It's 11-7 Diamondbacks.
So happy for him. I mean, he worked so hard. See, his teammates are going to really get on him now when he gets in the dugout. Congratulate him.
2 on, 2 out. The 0-1 is hit. Christian Moore have a ball game. What a catch at second base. Christian Moore, first game at the Big A night to remember.
That was a missile. He caught that ball going into the outfield almost. That ball might have went all the way to the wall.
Absolutely incredible. The rookie saves the day.
They'll be facing Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt overall with a 3.16 ERA, and this will be his 12th start. Now let's take a look at the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, he's really started to round into form. He started the season off on the IL with a shoulder strain. His ERA in April was 5.32, May 3.14, June 1.40.
Strike 3. Big strikeout. O'Hearn down looking. Swing and a miss. Got him on a sinker. Strike 3. Mullins down looking. 3rd strikeout for Clark Schmidt. We go to the bottom of the 2nd.
Here's next pitch to Holiday. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs and outside. And Holiday checking with the home plate umpire to see if that was a strike. It wasn't. But Schmidt wins that battle.
As Laureano tips it into the glove of Escara, 2 away. Peraza gobbles it up. And another hitless inning for Clark Schmidt. We've played 5.5. It's the Yankees 8. The Orioles nothing.
Early in the game, they might have been swings and misses.
High fly ball left field. Dominguez. You could sense the crowd's getting into it as they really cheered for more than just an out in the 7th inning. You know what's happening.
And the stuff, and the more foul balls, you realize the stuff is not quite as crisp. And it's kind of like an antenna going up. Like, okay, he might be getting near the end. I mean, we'll see how far they go with him.
He hands it off. That one is looped to Chisholm. 2 outs. A 1-2-3 inning, and after 7 innings, Clark Schmidt is pitching a no-hitter on a Saturday afternoon at Yankee Stadium. Crowd knows what's going on. They give him an ovation as he's walking off the mound. In all likelihood, they are not going to allow him to finish this, but you could have a combined no-hitter out of the bullpen.
So it's Joel Pozo. You've seen him stay back and be off stride and hit a laser someplace. We need one in this spot.
Little flare to right. That's down for a hit. Here comes Walker. Benson's throw is up the line. Cardinals win it again. Joel Pozo, the hero. His first career walk-off in a game where the Cardinals had an early lead. Couldn't get anything going for a while. They battled back. And Pozo the hero.
behind Jose Soriano, who in his last 2 outings has been dominant.
I mean, his stuff has been so good.
Pena does chase, and it's strike 3.
That's that slider. I think it should be a real effective pitch against. We've seen him over the years, even when Shohei was on the bump for the Halos, got him to chase that slider well off the plate.
Swing and a miss, a good breaking ball to win the inning.
Nice first inning there, especially after the Astros scored 2 yesterday in the first.
Got him with the breaking ball on a check swing at strike 3.
He's starting to rack up some punch outs with that knuckle curve, especially after you threw a fastball in that inside part early in the sequence.
And there goes Jake Myers for strike 3. Jose Soriano locked in. He has struck out 4 already in the first 2 innings. He strikes out.
Knuckle curve again.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 4th straight strikeout for Soriano.
And that was a slider. He struck him out both times on sliders.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Good slider again. He struck him out 3 times today.
Swings his bat for strike 3.
That slider is so wicked. That wasn't even ever really close to a strike to begin with.
I told you he's up there to swing.
Yeah, well, he is.
He really hasn't been in trouble since.
Slider.
And he's been outstanding. 9 strikeouts now.
He struck out Pena with that similar slider.
That's in there, strike 3, the 10th strikeout for Soriano. Ray Montgomery is going to go to the bullpen, so Soriano will not be able to get that 3rd straight start with 7 innings, but in 6 2/3 he was outstanding tonight.
2-2 lifted to left. Riley Green toward the line. He goes over. He leaps over the wall to make the catch. That is totally ridiculous by Riley Green.
But that's 2 that he's made so far in this game. 1 sliding, 1 climbing the wall.
Rushing, Ohtani and Freeman on the bases. Muncy at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ferrer deals. And Muncy swings. Fly ball left to center. On the warning track at the wall. It's grand! Max Muncy's 200th home run as a Dodger gives them the lead. Max Muncy flips the scoreboard. With this Dodger lineup, it could happen in an instant. Mookie's now on second. Freddie on first for Max Muncy. Gave the Dodgers the lead his last time up. Max Muncy, max power again. Grand slam in the 6th. 3-run shot in the 7th.
You're going to be driving home this afternoon. 2 bombs, 7 RBIs, and I'm going to Colorado for 3. That is, it's the craziness of this game in that you just never know what's going to happen on that next pitch.
And he hits it high in the air. Deep right field. Caglianone's at the fence. Leaps. Did he get it? Yes! Yes, he did! What a catch from Jack Caglianone! Needed every inch of that 6'5" frame.
Oh, man. What a time to make a highlight reel. The first of his career, and he goes up a long way and brought that baby back.
Iglesias to short, spinning and throwing home, late! Padres win! OMG! Jose Iglesias! Padres win it, 3-2!
The 0-2 pitch, and Iglesias swings, hits it up the middle. To his left, Witt has it, jump throw home, not in time! Arise scores, and the ball game is over. How about Jose? Iglesias, a game-tying pinch hit homer in the 7th, and now he brings home the winning run in the bottom of the 9th inning as the Padres take the rubber game in walk-off fashion, 3-2 against the Royals.